Don't forget to like and subscribe. Calm down. You know what this is, don't you? It's a hag's snare. The more you thrash, the tighter it will get. See, I told you. Now, you are in the custody of the King's Order of the Watch, and are hereby charged with practicing of witchcraft and menacing of the people. Your options from this moment on are limited. Either come quietly to stand trial at the capital, or forfeit your life to me. What fate for yourself do you choose? You are a witch. You're not innocent. Not by any means. Oh, you swear it's true, don't you? You meant no harm. I see. You only wish to make encampment for the winter, isn't that right? Do not take me for just another fool you can weave your deceptions around. I've been hunting your wretched kind for far longer than you realize, wench. Every bitter one of you has lied and begged and cried for their blight excuse of an existence, thinking they deserve an ounce of mercy. Humor me and cease your blathering. Oh, come now. You cannot truly think that I would believe that. You were caught by the townspeople roaming these very woods outside of their settlement. Numerous eyewitnesses saw you attempting to hide just beyond their fields. You were even stupid enough to be seen in broad daylight. What? What do you mean, home? Your home? Here? This town? Impossible. No witch calls any town or village her home. Not anymore. Not since you each decided to turn your backs on the people who relied on you for guidance and come to you for protection. The same people who believed they could trust you to shelter them against the unseen. That all ended generations ago. And you know it. Now here we are, my compatriots and I, cleaning up the messes you all keep leaving behind with your curses and hexes. Oh, you don't lay curses or hexes. Oh, well then, please forgive me, dear mistress. I should have known better than to assume you were just another deceitful witch. A lying, pathetic little parasite who preys on the helpless. Now hold still. I'm releasing the snare to tie it off. You best have an answer for me by the time I'm finished. Stop that. Stop crying. It will not save you. It couldn't save the scores of your sisters I caught before you. And it will not save you now. Hey, that is enough. Careful, little mistress. I am not a man known for my patience. The fact that I'm speaking to you at all, instead of this distraction of your kind, alright, may be a sign that I am getting soft. In which case, I should have no trouble at all hitching the snare on the horse saddle and dragging you behind me on the road. Just to suit myself. And make no mistake, it will be wildly unpleasant for you, bald behind a horse for miles, moving at a trot or a canter through mud, over rocks and alongside cobblestones. You'd arrive at the capital as no more than a tattered husk of a skin, flayed open and raw for the carrion feeders. But even that would be better than you deserve. And more of what you're worthy of. More than... You... Wait. This cannot be right. Answer me. How old are you? And do not lie to me. I will know. That young. And to be without your mother at this age. That is unusual. The witch mothers and the crones never let their maidens leave the covens until they're at least past their mid-20s. And yet, you look as though as you've barely seen your 19th birthday. The town near here, the council members told me of a time when the troubles finally stopped. No, nearly 20 years ago. Back then, a witch came and took a newborn baby girl, the last daughter of the people they ever surrendered. The parents were devastated, to say the least, but the witch promised to restore the health of the animals and the purity of the wilds in exchange for the child. She took the baby, kept her word, and was never to be seen again. And now here you are, about the same age that daughter would have been. You won. And what would give you that idea? Did your mother tell you as such? No, that's no, impossible. No daughter taken by the witches have ever returned home, not even once. If this is some trick on your part, I do not believe you. And why would I? It's your word against years of my experience. And unless you can offer me some proof of your claims apart from your age, and even then I doubt I would be convinced. You are far from the only one of your years anywhere in this kingdom, though perhaps you are the only one to claim to be a child stolen from a farming town by a witch. I do not suppose you know the name of your father, or perhaps even the family name of your true mother. I didn't think you would, and that's assuming you're even telling the truth in the first place. Witches will lie about anything. That was very stupid on your part. Hag snares do not just bind witches, but they also hinder your ability to use your powers in the first place. Though if I'm honest, the spell would have not worked anyway. Your witch mother has not died yet, correct? Then you are not yet in full possession of her powers for your own. She has to surrender her powers to you upon her death. I thought so, but that begs the question. How did you escape? Assuming that's what you did. And perhaps even more importantly than that, why? Just like that. Just slowly packed supplies you gathered over weeks and months, hid away, and then ran. Well, and, must have taken a lot of courage on your part. Most witch mothers would not have tolerated you leaving their heaves for such a length of time. Especially if she suspected you of preparing to escape. Yours must have put a great deal of trust in you, and yet you betrayed it. Now tell me why. Did you not enjoy your life with your new mother? Perhaps sisters and elders? Did they not treat you well? Teaching you the secrets of the land, waters, and sky, the ways of the seen and the unseen, granting you knowledge and power beyond mortals. No, but surely you must have been deemed worthy as a maiden. You've had to have shown some promise. That's how the covens work. The price they pay for their powers to the old gods is to give away their fertile nature. And so, they take the newborn girls away, and infant daughters of a town or village, to raise and teach them, passing down their powers, and thus creating a new generation for the coven. All of those who cannot be taught and refuse to learn are to be butchered, and their remains are left to hang in their haunts as reminders to those who disobey. I have cleared out many coven holds, and all of them are the same. Yours was no different, I suspect. So shall I ask you again, why did you leave? One of your younger sisters failed. I'm sorry. That must certainly not have been easy to witness. Is that why you began making your plans? After they murdered her? To be fair, in all my years in service, never heard of a maiden escaping the coven that took her in. If what you claim is true, then you might as well be the first. Even so, by now you must realize how absolutely insane it was of you to attempt this. Making camp outside of town where you were born so you could ease your way back in. Possibly even try to find your true family in the process. No. The townspeople there won't accept you back into their lives. And your family, whoever they were, has likely moved on out of necessity. The parents who were forced to give you up did so to save the rest of the community. Even if you've managed to prove who you are to them, they won't have you back. You're a witch now, whether you wish to be or not. It is the first thing they would see of you, not a long-lost daughter returning to them after all of this time. And if that was not enough, should your witch mother come looking for you, the town would be the first place she would search. And you know she would visit gods only know what a party. You cannot go back. If you have any real love for the place that you claim to be your birth, any at all, you will leave it behind. Leave the people to their lives without you and never return. No, I am not but a sword. I do not have the ability to sway them, nor would I, even if I was given the chance. I know all too well the sort of wrath the witches bring down on their adversaries, but I also know quite well of the suffering they leave behind. I know it far better than most. This is how it must be, for their sake as well as your own. Now, do you have an answer for me, witch? Will you come stand trial for your crimes, or is your life forfeit to me? I thought so. Well, why do you look so surprised? You declared yourself forfeit to me. That means you are now mine, and my problem to deal with, however I see fit. By the bylaws of the order of the state, I can take whatever I wish of you, be it your life, your belongings, or even your service. From this hour henceforth, you belong to me. But for this moment, I will only take your name. Clever of you. You know that names hold a special power within those who they belong. And to give that name is to give away its power. Most people don't even think of the implications when they introduce themselves. Very well then. Would you like to adopt a nickname for yourself? Or perhaps allow me to choose one for you? I see. Very well then. What is my name? No, you will not have it. I am known as the Wraith, little witch. And that is all you will address me as. Until maybe at such a time you've earned enough of my trust to warrant knowing my name. But until then, I will make you this promise. As long as you stay by my side, no harm, be it from either witch or witch hunter, will come to you. Serve under me and my order, work on your behalf, fulfill the duties put upon you, and you will have my word. You will have your revenge on the ones who took you from your home and family. And then, when it's all said and done, when no more can be asked of you, I will escort you safely beyond the borders of the kingdom, so that you may live out your days in peace in another land where no one can reach you. What do you have to say? Then we have a deal, little witch. Well, until you either give me your name or allow me to pick one for you, I will call you little witch, because you are both a witch, as well as you're sure. Do not look at me like that. You know I'm right. But for right now, this is what we have to do with.